Good morning, everybody. Daniel Allison, the average dude. Welcome to Friday's First Sip, episode 298 straight. Good morning, Fred Blanton.
Good morning, Danny, the average dude.
So let's get it. Let's get it. It's been day 5 down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's been a fantastic week. Have you had a good week in the upstate of South Carolina, Fred Blanton?
Oh, it's been a killer week. Business is booming, which is why I keep having to have truck talks.
Yeah. Hey,
have you seen any jellyfish?
We have seen a jellyfish. As a matter of fact, we've got some folks right here with me this morning, and one of those young men, he actually got stung by a jellyfish, unfortunately.
Yes. Everybody needs to get stung by a jellyfish at one point in their life.
Why is that, Fred?
Well, it's a story that you can share forever.
That's
I remember
right.
that one time that I was at Myrtle Beach with Daniel, and I got stung by a jellyfish.
There you go. It's a story to tell. Hey, we've got some other folks on the bus this morning, including Jenny Winnie, Jennifer Watkins. You remember her? She was supposed to be on the show this week, and she didn't make it up in time, Fred.
Yeah, well, I get it. She's working hard down there. She's probably having to do everything for you down there, like prepare your meals.
Oh my gosh! You don't know what.
Make sure you have on sunscreen. Daniel, do you have your sunglasses? Somebody's got to keep you straight, and I bet it's her.
Hey, we've got more folks popping in, and you just gave her ammunition for the rest of the day. Thanks, Fred.
Good.
Russ Hammond, he's going to sell some Red Wing shoes today, and he said he could take care of your very dirty boots that you sent over to him.
That was
DJ,
rough, wasn't it?
Good morning to DJ. I talked to DJ while I was down here. Good to see DJ on the bus. And Gary said he's got plenty of stories to share. We would love to hear those at some point, Gary. Maybe we need to get Gary on here and talk to him on the podcast. Get to know Gary. Paul Pappy.
It sounds like it's headed that way.
I think so. Freddie speaks the truth. Is what Jenny Winnie says, Fred. So you've already got an amen from the congregation. See? I don't know if Jenny Winnie knows Paul Pappy, but Jenny Winnie and Paul in the comments, that could be a dangerous combo, don't you think?
Ooh, absolutely.
They could light it up for us this morning and keep everybody laughing. That's awesome. Glad to have everybody here. It's been a great week. Now, yesterday, I'm gonna throw this up. Yesterday, we had some technical difficulties, as we do sometimes on a show that you do every single day, including when you've got a busy work day and you're in the truck talking to folks.
Yeah.
But I love to see it. A smooth sea never made a skillful sailor.
Ooh,
Smooth sea never made a skillful sailor. So we can say, oh man, Fred's busy this week and I'm at the beach and I'm on this little tiny phone and we don't have a good connection and things weren't going, but we snapped the ball yesterday, didn't we, Fred?
Absolutely. And we're going to do it Monday through Friday at 7:55. Period. And what happens when we say that? When we commit to something and we're going to do it no matter what, some days the sea is a little rougher than others. And yesterday, I'll be honest, that was one of the more tougher, because you know how much I love to talk, Fred, right? Yeah, I've noticed.
And to not be able to really machine gun fire and really start going because I get the feedback, it really held me back. It made me slow down my pace.
Ooh. And that's hard for the average dude.
That's hard. But the circumstance, so we committed to taking action, and then the circumstances changed and we had to adapt. And the reason that I'm mentioning this is yesterday, it just so happened, we talked about, yesterday we were discussing learned helplessness. And I had listened to a podcast about that, and so it was on my mind. We got through it, and we had a comment yesterday. You said you didn't see it, but one of the listeners listened to that podcast, and he made the comment, this was a fantastic podcast. He said, I had gone through school and had failed some grades, didn't do well in school. He didn't learn until he was in his 20s that he had dyslexia. He had a learning disability. And so now he felt helpless because no matter how hard he tried, he wasn't able to pass these classes that other folks. But it told me, hey, we pushed through. We got that information out there. And what did they say? You help one person, it was worth it.
Absolutely.
So that made me feel good. You know, as hard as it was to kind of get through that, we improved our skills, right? I learned to slow down my pace a little bit. Didn't want the feedback. And then, so we sharpened our skills, and then we were able to put out some content that actually helped somebody and that resonated with them. And I thought that was a powerful thing.
Anytime you help somebody recognize something, it's a powerful thing.
Yep. So commit, and then when the seas get rough, you keep going. You were talking about taking a rest before we got rolling. Resting your neck. You haven't been to F3. You had great momentum, didn't you, Fred? You were getting in there. You were working out. You were feeling good. What you laughing at?
Well, the rest is funny, right? You're saying I'm resting my neck by doctor's orders because I'm stitched up. I am resting my neck. Yes, I don't like it, but I was trying to spin it to a positive thing and saying, you know what? Maybe I needed to relax these 8, 9, 10 days to reset my body, because when I get back at it, I'm going to another level.
And I love
another level in another league.
Another level in another league. One of my favorite sayings. And I love that because immediately. So I didn't go to F3 the Thursday or the Saturday before we left. Then I've missed all week this week. I will miss tomorrow. So Tuesday, when you go back, I'm going to commit with you that we're going to come back with some energy. What you think?
I probably won't be back until Thursday. What you think?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I will commit on Thursday to coming with I Tuesday will be my warm up.
Okay.
Hey, let's look at what Jacob says here. He said, I have autism. I always say, even on your hardest days, don't give up. I have learned that slowing down is necessary. What you think, Fred? Slowing down?
It is necessary, yes.
Because
you miss too much if you go too fast. And then sometimes you get ahead of yourself. And it can put you in a bad position.
Even on this show, when I get ahead of myself, when I start becoming impatient, when I start talking before I give Fred a chance to, I get in that mode. We've got to slow down. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. Look how slow he's drinking that coffee. That's amazing. It's almost like it's slow motion. That's amazing. Hey, almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. Do you think you will work again if you unplug yourself?
Oh, you better believe it. Recharge.
Yeah. Recharge. You go to the beach because sometimes we get too busy making a living and we forget to make a life.
Oh my gosh. Big dreams and faded jeans. Dolly Parton.
When's the last time you took the kids to Dollywood?
It's probably been 2 years. Maybe a year.
Okay.
I love me some Dollywood.
Dollywood or Carowinds?
Dollywood.
Six Flags or Dollywood?
Six Flags near Atlanta?
Yes.
Dollywood.
Okay. A great water park or Dollywood?
Dollywood.
Dang. Wow. I've got a confession to make. I've never been to Dollywood.
What? Sometimes Dolly rides around out there.
Does she?
Yeah.
I tell you what. Now, hey, here comes the sun. Wow. Thanks.
Whoa.
Thanks for that one.
You start talking about Dolly Parton, look what happens. Sun comes out.
Yeah, the heavens opened up. But hey, Dolly Parton.
How long has she been working 9 to 5?
She's been working for a long time, but I think she loves what she does. Wouldn't
Absolutely.
you say? Dolly Parton, I remember her on an interview, and she was talking about why she started dressing up. You know, she loves to put on the makeup, do her hair, and she said that she grew up a country girl, and if I remember the story correctly, I just remember, but she saw someone and she thought, my goodness, I can't remember. It was exposure. You talk about exposure a lot.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton went to the big city and saw a lady that was all done up, and she said she was just so enamored with this lady and how graceful she was and all the different things, and she went on, and she said since that day, that's who her concept of self, that's who she wanted to be.
And
so
I don't know if there's somebody on this show that will know this. When my kids from a certain age, you know, let's say it's a span of 6 years, you can sign up, something that Dolly Parton started. You will get a free book every month for 5 or 6 years.
Say that again now. Okay, so she's got like a book club.
Yeah, for kids.
Oh, wow. Hey, Graham, that might be something for you. I didn't know that Dolly Parton had a book club. We learn something new every day on this show. It's called First Sip. We get our mind right so that we can go have a great day, so that we can win the day. We get started with this because getting that positive energy right off the bat, being intentional right here by 8:10, we can have enough energy to get us going to lunchtime, can't we, Fred?
Absolutely. But what do you do at lunch?
What do I do at lunch? So when
let's say you push to lunch and you're like, whoo, I just killed the first half of my day.
Now that's an interesting thing.
Yeah. Do you go eat something really heavy and then maybe chill out for a couple hours because you did so good in the first half?
I would say one of the worst things that you can do as a salesperson is eat a lot by yourself at lunch. One of the absolute worst things that you can do, because with sales, it is about energy. We talk about it. That is the secret sauce. When we have good energy, we're going to sell more. We're going to attract more. We're going to do more. And it's more than just bouncing off the walls kind of energy. It's a vibe. It's intentionality. And when we can stay in that mindset, and what everybody's different. For me, if I'm eating alone, I'm not talking to anybody. I can do that any time of the day, right in the middle of your day. For me, I like to eat that light lunch, do something to get the mind sparked again and get ready for the second half. We've talked about it before. It's opening kickoff. This is the opening kickoff. You've got quarter one, quarter two. You got halftime. That's lunch. Do something smart at lunch so that you come back onto the field with what? More energy. Who wins the game is the team that comes out with better energy after halftime.
Absolutely, because the third and fourth quarter of your day will be key.
It will be key, and that's what we're going to do. We need to come up with like a game plan, energy management. Win your day the First Sip way. We get in here, we get our minds right, and we take the field. Fred's going to give us the final thought before we leave this locker room. What you think this morning, Fred?
You know, it's going to be a challenge. Here's the Friday challenge, and you can carry it into the weekend. And this is something I asked my youngest son to do a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago. When you mentioned Dolly Parton, we had heard one of her songs together called Big Dreams and Faded Jeans.
Big dreams and faded dreams. Okay.
And I told him, if your teacher at some point tomorrow asks you what you're thinking about, I said, please answer, Miss So-and-so, I've got big dreams and faded jeans. So at some point today or over the weekend, please tell somebody that you're thinking about your big dreams and faded jeans.
Let's go. What a way to end it. See you Monday live, 7:55, 300 next week. Let's roll.